Good evening. We're excited to welcome you to the Girls Right Now chapter reading series.
Woo!
I'm Danny, a mentee alum of Girls Right Now and a current student at Lewis and Clark College.
And I'm Brittany. I'm also a mentee alum, and I just finished my second year at Dickinson College. So we're so excited to be your Emcees tonight and to hear the fantastic pieces from the Girls Right Now 2013 mentees. Round of applause.
For those of you who aren't familiar with Girls Right Now, in our chapter reading series, here's some background. The Girls Right Now community of women writers began 15 years ago, and it remains New York's first and only organization with the writing and mentoring model exclusively for girls. We've worked with more than 4,500 girls from underserved neighborhoods throughout all of New York City. In addition, we've been recognized by the White House twice as the top after-school arts and cultural program in the nation. Our mentees come from all of the 5 boroughs of New York City, and many originate from countries all around the world. Their counterparts, our mentors, are expert in every genre of writing, from poetry to journalism to fiction. Together, this is a community of women writers helping each other find the power of their own voice.
So Girls Right Now is an organization that we're very proud to be a part of. And tonight we're thrilled to share the culmination of our ladies' work with you. Before we start, I'd like to share with you all my experience as a mentee in the program. So to set the scene, it was 2011. I was 16 and it was our first orientation. And I remember thinking, what am I doing here? Do I belong here? Am I good enough? It never crossed my mind that there were other young women aspiring to be the exact same thing that I wanted to be, a writer. I remember that day I had a short, lively conversation with this older woman, and her eyes were firecrackers, the sparks flew, and I knew Jocelyn should be my mentor at that moment. Outside of intense genre-focused workshops, it was with her that the true magic happened. We edited poems line by line, which hurt. But revision became an invaluable part of my writing process, and I believe that any Girls Right Now mentee can tell you, writing is rewriting. So any Girls Right Now can tell you this. I could go on about my experience with Girls Right Now, but there's one thing I know. My drive to be a better writer will never end. My relationship with my mentor will never end, Jocelyn, it will never end. And my bond with this organization will last throughout my life. So thank you, Girls Right Now.
I remember preparing for my chapter reading. I practiced my piece constantly, and I was so anxious, and I wondered if my piece was too serious. Looking back, I know I chose the perfect piece. Tonight's reading is a taste of the talent from the wonderful women writers at Girls Right Now. These ladies have persevered through the tough editing process to produce brilliant and outspoken work.
And boy, well, wait, I should say girl, no woman, you are all in for a treat. You'll hear stories of love, feminism, activism, you name it. The girls reading tonight cover it all.
We want to take a moment to our fabulous lead sponsor, Open Road Integrated Media, and additional sponsors of the series, Penguin Group, Random House Children's Books, and Writers House. Thanks to the National Endowment for the Arts, the New York State Council on the Arts, and the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, in partnership with the City Council. Of course, a huge thank you to our host, Scholastics. Thank you to Miss Magazine, our magazine sponsor for tonight. We also want to thank the amazing staff, Board of Directors, Program Advisory Committee, the Reading Committee, Youth Board, and all of the other committees and hardworking volunteers who so passionately work to make this reading series possible. Round of applause.
So tonight, I have the privilege of introducing our guest author, Marcia Gillespie. Ms. Gillespie is the former editor-in-chief of 2 groundbreaking magazines, Essence, where she took the reins at age 26, and Ms. Magazine. She was also the president of Liberty Media for Women, the company she co-founded that took ownership of Ms. in 1998. The co-author of Maya Angelou, A Glorious Celebration, several of her articles and essays are required reading in women's studies classes and can be found in anthologies and collections. Her current focus as a professor at SUNY Old Westbury College is on writing for media and feature writing. In addition, she's finishing her own memoir about the 1970s. I believe in individualism, especially the importance of sharing your personal experience. Ms. Gillespie, we thank you for laying the groundwork that has allowed for young women voices to be heard. You are an inspiration. Now, without further ado, please join me in welcoming Marcia and Gillespie.